This conversation starts calm and then everything shifts. Let's break it down on Choir Mediate.
So do you have me on speakerphone? Okay. So let's go. So you're 25 years old. Is your price is the price too high for modern women? Who else is in the room with you?
Just me.
Because I keep seeing you look around. Okay, go ahead.
Is the price too high for modern women? Could you elaborate?
If you're a car, is your price too high?
Say that again?
If you're a vehicle, if you're a car, is your price right or is it too high?
I think my price is right.
Okay. What do you want? What kind of buyer man do you want to buy you?
Someone who can respect me and, hold me on a high level as I would as well.
Man, let's get down to it. That's vague. How much money does he need to make?
Wow, that's a really good question.
Exactly. So you're telling me your price is not too high. I need to know how much money you need to make, because this holding you in high regard and all that stuff, that can be done by the valet at the local hotel.
Well, I'm not materialistic
Doesn't
or
matter.
expect too
Okay,
much.
let's do it this way. Okay. Do you want to be married?
Yes.
Would you like children one day?
Yes.
Do you have any children?
No.
How many children would you like to have?
2 to 3.
2 or 3? Which one?
2.
2. Okay. Do you want to have to work to pay significant bills after you're pregnant?
Not necessarily.
No. Not necessarily. Do you want to have to work?
I don't.
All right.
No.
What state do you live in?
LA, California.
All right. How much is a man going to need to make to pay for a wife and 2 children to live an above middle class life in LA? How much would a man need to make for you not to have to work?
I would say a good 6 figures.
Yeah. Give me a number though.
200K.
200,000 in
Yes.
LA? Man, might be in
Yes.
LA in a couple of weeks. No. See, what you've just shown right now is at 25 years old. Let me ask, do you live in your own place?
Yes.
Do you pay the rent yourself?
No, I share.
Okay. Who do you share with?
My boyfriend.
Exactly. Right. $200,000 won't buy you anything in LA for 4 people.
I haven't thought that deep into it.
Well, then how can you say your price is right?
You're right.
Because I would say your boyfriend ain't making $200,000.
No.
And how long y'all been together?
5 years.
Why is he not your husband?
Yeah, we should ask him.
No, you should know.
I'm not sure.
Because you didn't demand it.
Maybe.
So why are you here?
I just wanted to see what the conversation was about.
Uh-huh. Are you there with your boyfriend now?
No.
So you call into a show that you don't know what the conversation is about.
I did. It was about if the price is too high for modern women.
But you have nothing to put into the conversation.
Yeah, I guess not.
And I'm going to tell you something. This is a problem with far too many modern women. You go through life just fluttering like butterflies. You don't know how much anything costs. You don't know what anything is. Surviving off of your looks, that's fine. But you don't get anything. You've been with a guy for 5 years and you have got nothing except time. Obviously, he's not going to marry you. or else he would have married you. So then what? Think you're going to come back onto the open dating market after being with somebody for 5 years and then automatically command a husband kind of deal and have 2 kids? Why I'm saying that is modern women like yourself are not serious when it comes to relationships. Sadly, far too many of you walk through life almost like teenage girls. And you're 25. And you say you would like to be married with 2 kids. But you don't know what it's going to take. Yeah. Okay. Airhead. I really wonder what would happen if modern women, if they could do something like T'Challa did in Black Panther, and they could go into the ancestral plane and they could actually go speak to the women in their family of previous generations. And I wonder how they would hold their womanhood. If they could honestly see how they lined up next to other women. Either you have women that are calling in who want too much, or on the other side, just like, I don't know nothing. I'm just here. I want some attention. I want to be seen. Net of it is something is missing. And I got news for you, ladies. It is on you to figure out how to be a grown-up. It's not a man's responsibility, not your dad's responsibility. It's on you, ladies, to figure this stuff out. Because this is what ends up happening. Far too many women end up just floating through life. When I speak to women and they have absolutely no idea how much, she said, I'm not a materialistic person, but I want to be a wife with 2 kids. Who thought that woman was going to be a wife and 2 children? Are you even prepared to be a wife? It's like, here's a question. Is the price too high for modern women? Or, modern women, are you taking life seriously? Because what I'm noticing is far too often when I'm talking to women in their 20s and 30s, that's chronologically. But far too often I'm speaking to women across the board and it's like I'm talking to a teenager. Wait till I put up some of that Instagram stuff. Chronologically, you're a certain age, but emotionally and mentally just... And that matters. When a man is looking at a woman, he's looking to say, well, outside of the bedroom, what am I going to get? I guess you guys didn't realize it said no men. Yeah, well, you can stay right there. Say they're not realistic. It's not that, it's more than they're not realistic. It's, I think what this is starting to show is that so many women don't really, they've been living in this Disney fantasy world that's been put out on social media and movies, that entertainment is more important than becoming a fully functional adult. So like when Jordan Peterson says men need to clean their room. All right, well, what's the equivalent for women? The women I'm referring to right now need to grow up. Because I don't think, honestly, that a lot of the women that I speak to can honestly line themselves up with the women in their past, their mothers and grandmothers and great grandmothers, because they had to take life more seriously back then. You need to understand, as human beings, teenagers is a modern invention. The only way to get on, to talk to me is you must show yourself on camera. You can raise your hand all you want to. You got to show yourself on camera. And who does that impact? That impacts you. You may not like how I say it, ladies, but it impacts you the most because it means that outside of a sexual relationship, the kind and caliber of man you're talking about sees no real value in you. So when you have to go down to the physical, then what? Uh, get on camera, JJ, whoever you are, or I'm bouncing you. Let me go ahead and bounce you back because nope. Get on camera fully. I'm not playing games with you, so I'm giving you 5 seconds to get on camera. You're not on YouTube. No one's paying any attention to you. So do whatever silly little troll you think you're about to do. Feel like you got your 2 seconds of fame, then I'll bounce you. 5, 4, 3, wrong. So, arrested development. Men pay a heavier price for arrested development than women. Men suffer consequences in the world before women do. Women, especially if you're an attractive woman, cute, if you're a 6 or better, you're allowed to be in a state of arrested development because competence is expected from men quicker than it is expected from women. That doesn't mean it's right, but that just means it's what it is. So, what this is proven, like many other things, that when it gets right down to what we've been told and marketed to on the relationship front for the longest, from all these gurus and books and this and that the problem is with men. And there has been an issue with men. Make no mistake, I was in that. But more than not, men will self-correct, self-analyze. And I'm starting to see that many women are just lagging behind. To where, let's do this. To where it's getting to the point to where it's like, well, damn. What are you gonna do with with women? If women are supposed to be the first teachers of the child, what kind of spouse would you be to the kind of man you say you want? And that was kind of the deal with that woman I talked to last night. At the end of the day, we didn't have much to say. Because even if you sent the kids away from school after the youngest, what the food for your family is. Mm-hmm. The most important thing is the food for the family, and you can't even be responsible for that. Someone else has to do it. You'll follow it. So why don't your husband go get the woman who made the recipe?
Okay.
What do you bring into the table?
That's a valid point.
So this is what I mean.
That's a valid point.
When you ladies don't even bring,
Jenny.
It's.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that?
Well, you don't even bring the basic stuff. It's like,
okay.
You're like if you had 4 kids, you'd be the 5th one.
So what are the basics?
Now this woman's basically asked me, what is the basics? This is a 32-year-old woman asking me, what's the basics of being a woman, traditional housewife. A 32-year-old woman is asking me what the basics are. Now she's telling me what she ain't gonna do or what this is, and this is slavery and this and that. Hello? I am fine. How are you? What's your first name?
Regina.
Okay, you don't have to yell.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What do you got for me?
So, what makes you think you could be the expert on women and how they need to
Because I
deal
am.
with men?
Because no. See, here's what the thing is. Here's what we're gonna do, Regina. How old are you? How old are you, Regina? I'll ask again, Regina. How old are you?
I am 46
Okay. Why are you here?
because my niece showed me your little YouTube station, and I was like, really?
My little YouTube station. That's what it
Yeah.
is.
And I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, really? He thinks he's the expert on women and
Hmm.
how they deal with
Is that
men
is
and
that? Hold on. If you want to have a conversation, we can.
hmm
But if you want to come in here with attitude, I will bid you a good night and go on to my next person on my little
No, I
YouTube
don't
station.
have an attitude.
What?
I'm
Oh
sorry,
yes, yeah,
sir.
yeah. Well, yeah, you really do because you're being condescending.
No, I'm
No,
sorry. I was
no,
not
ma'am. I don't
trying
know.
to
I don't know where anybody goes and says something. Showed your little video on your little YouTube
on the
station.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, and then come in with the attitude. I don't know where anybody will go into somebody's place of business and say, "What makes you think you should have a restaurant? Why
Yeah,
would
I
you
do
come in?"
that too.
Well, you do that.
Mm-hmm.
Where's your husband at?
Deceased.
Did you kill him? Did it
I
kill him to
had
be with
somebody
you?
kill him.
Well, you know what?
I'm just
I
kidding.
think that's probably better off than dealing with somebody
I'm
like
just
yourself.
kidding.
No, I'm not. Because see, what I don't do is I don't deal with rude women, especially people I don't know. I don't know why you think that's proper. I
Well, sir,
don't
I think
I
you.
don't know you. You've been muted. I don't know you. And if you want to have a reasonable conversation, you come into somebody's place with some respect, or you can kick rocks. No. Here's what we're going to do. I will unmute you if you want to have a reasonable conversation. If not, ma'am, I will just bid you adieu because there's no reason for a 52-year-old black man and a 46-year-old black female to be doing this. This is what you chose to do, not me. Go ahead and unmute yourself.
Okay, sir.
All right.
Have him.
So what is your ultimate question for me?
Well, it was just the simple fact that my niece showed me your YouTube station, and it was kind of alarming to me
What's alarming?
that you were giving so much advice to
What's alarming?
young black girls
What is
about
alarm? What was alarming though?
it just seemed really alarming to me, and
What was alarming, ma'am? I'm asking you what. I get that it was. What was alarming?
that you're giving advice to young black girls
What
about dealing with
was
black
alarming, ma'am?
men.
What was alarming? Okay, ma'am, I get that you say it's alarming. Is it the fact that a black man is giving advice to anybody?
An older black man giving advice to younger, impressionable
Well, I'll tell you
young
what. How
black
about this? How
women.
about this then? Because what I'm doing, I can actually back up with facts, data, statistics, and results. But since
Mm-hmm.
you're an older black woman, why don't you go ahead and
Mm-hmm.
give them the sage advice? Things apparently you know better than me. Why don't you tell them what? Now, why don't you give them some advice,
Okay, and please don't get intimidated by what I'm about
ma'am?
to say.
Ma'am, I don't know you, and there's no reason to think I'd be intimidated by anything you have to say as long as it's legitimate.
Mm-hmm. Young black girls, don't be slicked and played by no older black man who think he knows more about.
Mm-hmm. And this is why the black community is where it is. The absolute disrespectful nature of women in my generation is off the charts. Off the charts. You can't make this shit up. And this is what bothers so many women of her generation, that young women realize that these women have failed them. Yes, ma'am, you and your generation have failed younger women. That's why they're unmarried, unattached, more baby mama, more educated, more anything else, and miserable. They're not listening to you anymore because they see how rude you are, how ornery you are, how bitter you are, and what you have is doing no one any earthly good. The Black community is a mess with you at the lead. You shouldn't have been in the position because you can't handle it. And the fact that the matter is a Black man is doing what he does, it is offensive to women like her because she thinks she should be at the lead. The only group of women who actually think they should be leading the men is in the Black community. But when given an opportunity to say something, all they have to say is, don't listen to them. That's it. That's the length of the advice. Don't listen to him. Shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right. She's still talking. She's still talking like I'm talking to her. She doesn't realize she's been muted and turned off. Young Black women are tired of hearing you. They're tired of you coming on doing this, embarrassing them. You're someone's mother, and you came onto a show and showed your natural ass. No one was rude to you. I greeted you. And you came on, hi, how you doing? With your arms folded. Go somewhere. Because your time, you've had your time. Go shepherd whatever flock will follow. And see, this is what it's really become, young men. It's really a power struggle with women like her. The notion that who are you to give them advice? Well, apparently I'm somebody because your daughter's listening. Why ain't she listening to you? Why ain't your daughter listening to you? Can't make this shit up. Why ain't your daughter listening to you? Look at it. Why ain't your daughter listening to you? Why aren't you listening to you? Why ain't she listening to you? Look at it. Let's go ahead. Why ain't she listening to you?
I'll make you famous.
There it is. Why ain't she listening to you? You know why she's not listening? Because she's tired of hearing your bio. She's tired of hearing your upset. She's tired of hearing your negativity. Because ain't nothing you got for her going to get her any close to the outcomes that she would likely want. Look at her. Look at her just screaming. Where your husband? He dead. Yes. Where your son-in-law? Don't have one. Where your grandkids? They all over the place. A bunch of women. This is what it is. Now, I also want to say, who's supposed to be the better looking of the two? I come on dressed to do my presentation, but it is offensive to women like her. And this is what is at the core of the next generation. The baby boomer generation is dying out. The baby boomer generation is dying out. This is supposed to be the next group. We're supposed to be the grandmothers and grandfathers. Do you have the kind of reverence for us as we had for our grandfathers and our ancestors? Hell no, because this is how they act. This is how they act. Throw up some gang signs. Go ahead. Do it. Crip walk for us.
It burns. Oh, it burns. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't have been talking shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You must unlearn what you have learned.
Yeah, you must unlearn what you have learned. I'm sorry, young lady.
How embarrassing.
I'm sorry, young lady. You tried to let her know, and she came up here just still talking.
I'll make you famous.
I'm just gonna. Yeah, and she just like, and she just won't go. Mm-mm-mm. Her daughter should have told her.
Run, bitch! Run!
I should take that B word out. You look at her. She goes, I'm just stay here for my 15 minutes of fame. I did my hair for this. Girl, I did my hair. I put on my best V-neck t-shirt to be on the Kevin Samuels show. Mm-hmm. I put my hair up in a puff or a poof or a bump or a hump in a bump. I put on my best V-neck t-shirt. I put on my Chuck Taylors. Yeah, I am looking like a queen diva. Oh, yes, proud queen. She is your queen to be. Beauty and perfection. He probably looking down from heaven like, thank you, Lord Jesus. You got me out of that bullshit right there. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I rebuke.
He probably like, thank you, Jesus, for bringing me home. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Where did I just see one? Where's she at? Bring it back. Where's the kitty?
Today we're reacting to another Kevin Samuels clip, and this conversation is all about expectations, dating preferences, and the importance of understanding the realities behind the standards we set. This is one of those discussions that isn't just about one caller. It raises bigger questions that anyone navigating the dating world can think about. Right away, the caller shares that she wants to become a wife and eventually have a large family. She talks about wanting 6 children and says she'd like her future husband to earn enough money so she can stay home and focus on raising their family. There's nothing wrong with wanting that kind of life. Plenty of people dream about having a traditional family structure, and everyone has the right to pursue the kind of relationship that makes them happy. Where the conversation really changes is when Kevin starts asking practical questions. He asks how much money a man would realistically need to earn to support a family of 8. The caller estimates around 7 figures, and from there Kevin shifts the discussion toward how uncommon that level of income actually is. His point isn't simply that people shouldn't have high standards. He's encouraging the caller to understand how small that dating pool really is. And honestly, I think that's one of the biggest takeaways from this clip. It's easy to create an ideal picture of the perfect partner. Most of us have imagined the qualities we'd love to find in someone, but the rarer those qualities become, whether it's income, appearance, lifestyle, or career success, the more competitive that dating pool naturally becomes. That's true for men and women alike. Another part of this conversation that stood out to me is when Kevin asks why a man at that level would choose her. Some people hear that question as criticism, but I think it's really asking people to think from the other person's perspective. Dating isn't only about asking, what do I want? It's also asking, what does the kind of person I'm looking for want in a long-term partner? That's a question everyone should ask themselves. Whether you're looking for someone who's financially successful, highly educated, attractive, or family-oriented, they're making their own choices too. Healthy relationships happen when 2 people see value in each other, not when only one person's checklist is being considered. Kevin also challenges the caller's assumptions about becoming a millionaire herself in just a few years while planning to raise 6 children. His concern seems to be less about ambition and more about whether the goals fit together realistically. There's nothing wrong with dreaming big, but dreams usually need a practical plan behind them. I also noticed something else in this conversation. The caller is respectful throughout most of the discussion. Even when Kevin strongly disagrees with her, she continues answering his questions and admits when she doesn't know something. That willingness to listen is important because none of us have all the answers. Sometimes growth starts by simply being open to information we haven't considered before. Another lesson from this clip is that education and intelligence don't automatically make someone an expert in every area of life. The caller has earned impressive degrees, and that's something to be proud of. But relationships operate differently than careers. Academic success doesn't guarantee relationship success, just as financial success doesn't automatically guarantee happiness. Building a lasting relationship requires communication, emotional maturity, shared values, trust, and compatibility. By the end of the conversation, Kevin's overall message is pretty straightforward. It's okay to have ambitious goals. It's okay to want an exceptional partner, but it's equally important to understand the realities of the dating market. Evaluate your own approach honestly and make sure your expectations are supported by realistic planning. Whether you agree with Kevin's delivery or not, this clip encourages people to think beyond wishful thinking and focus on preparation. If we're asking for extraordinary outcomes, we should also ask ourselves whether we're doing what it takes to realistically achieve them. At the end of the day, successful relationships aren't built solely on income, degrees, or status. They're built on mutual respect, shared goals, realistic expectations, and two people who are willing to grow together. And that's probably the biggest lesson anyone can take away from this conversation. Let me know what you think. Do you believe high standards should never change, or do you think it's important to balance ambition with realism? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below.